Good morning, everybody. We're here in Kingston, Ontario. I'm here for a week visiting family, so I'm going to be doing a couple of videos on different places in Ontario. For this one in Kingston, I have a special co-star with me. Will you tell everybody your name?
Yeah. My name is Logan, and I'm 5 years old. And my birthday's on May 28th.
Oh, so this is my special guest for this video. This is my nephew Logan, and this is the first time we've met in person. So it's going to be a very interesting trip. So as Kingston is a historic city in Ontario, you've got some information boards around the city telling you a bit about the history. So there was a small town here before Kingston, and it was renamed as Kingston in 1788. It was an important port, and it's very close to the border with the US. The border is actually across the lake over there at the waterfront. From 1841 to 1844, Kingston was the capital city of Canada at that time. And the first school in Upper Canada and the first successful daily newspaper started here. The city is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site because of the amount of historical buildings that exist here. This building behind me is the Prince George Hotel. I really like this building. It must be one of the oldest still standing in the city. It was built in 1809. It's no longer a hotel. It's used for different things. I went on a walking tour last night, like a haunted Kingston tour, and they are based in this building, so the tour starts from here. Although in the evening it's very busy in this area. They've closed the road because of the Buskers event. So it's early morning now, but the buskers will be here later on today, and you'll have lots of spectators. So it's a good time for me to come and film this building now before everybody arrives. This weekend in Kingston, there is the Buskers Rendezvous Event. So that's lots of different acts spread around the city centre all weekend, and there's also a lot of stalls here because of that, so you can buy food, souvenirs and that sort of thing. And this is also a very nice place to sit, where you've got the park area, lots of flowers, and the fountain just behind me there, and then beyond that you've got the waterfront. This morning I'm just about to go on a boat trip on the boat behind me across the lake. It's only a 1 hour boat trip, and I'll see all of Kingston waterfront from there and the historic buildings that exist here. You can do a longer trip. You can do a dinner one, a cocktail one, a sunset one. You can do a 3 hour one that takes you further across the lake. So this weekend we're on a tight schedule, so we've only got time to do the 1 hour boat trip. So we're going to be boarding in a minute. So as well as the walking tours, you can also go on various tours on the little trolley buses, not just the ghost ones, they have other tours as well. We went on a ghost tour, which was a walking tour with a guide starting from the Prince George Hotel. Inside the Prince George Hotel, you can see this photo of a ghost behind the bar. I've just walked a couple of kilometres from the hotel along the waterfront to reach this building here. This is Bellevue House. In the 1840s, it was the home to Canada's first Prime Minister, John Macdonald, who happened to be born in Scotland. He was born in Glasgow and he came to live in Canada as a child. So this museum is dedicated partially to his political life, as well as some sections on the Indigenous people of Canada and other aspects of Canada's history. So let's go and have a look. The building behind me there on the other side of the road is Kingston Penitentiary. That was a maximum security prison built in 1835 and it operated until 2013. Usually you would reserve a ticket to go in there for a guided tour, but I had already done that and this morning we received an email to say it's cancelled. Apparently today there's been some kind of safety incident, so they can't let visitors in for the rest of the weekend, which is unfortunate because then I go home, so I won't be here to have the tour. I've got some good views of it from the boat, so you're going to see the other side of it in the video. I just can't film inside, unfortunately, but I would recommend it because it's one of the main attractions in Kingston and it's also meant to be haunted, so that makes it interesting too. I'll just turn the camera around so you can have a look at the museum. So overall, this is a really nice hotel. The room's got everything I need. I've got a fridge, a microwave, private bathroom. And the best thing, I think, is the view over the waterfront. So outside here, you can see the boats that take you on the cruises along this lake or to the surrounding islands. Today I've come to Fort Henry in Kingston. This was built by the British, which is why there's a British flag there, in the 1830s. And Kingston is close to the border with the US, so that's why it was built here. So they do guided tours around the site, so we're just waiting on one to start and then we're going to have a look inside the rooms. Is that a secret hiding place? Yes?
A big fort.
There are guided tours throughout the day every 30 minutes. These tours last for 50 minutes and they're included in your ticket price. There's also one 30-minute tour especially for children every day and several other activities for children. If you check on their website, you can see the full programme of what's on offer at that time of year.
This stop is at the Big Apple. We've just stopped here on our way driving on the highway in southern Ontario in the direction of Kingston. The shop inside is huge. It has hundreds of different products made from apples, but there's also other activities you can do here, especially for children. There's a petting zoo, there's a little train, and there's crazy golf. There's also a cafe inside, and they have some tables outside, and you can get some freshly baked apple pie, including a no sugar version, which I just had. Your 3 favourite parts of your vacation to Kingston?
When we buy stuffies,
Yes.
when we went to a fort, and when we meet it through together.
Oh, so when we buy stuffies, then the fort, and when we met up together. I'm going to end this video here at Fort Henry. This is the end of my trip to Kingston. I've only been here for a couple of days. I tried to pack in as much as I could. Look out for the other video I'm going to do somewhere else in Ontario. And after that, I'll see you back home for the next video. Bye for now.